On the news tonight, Royal Father advocates for recognition of Professor Wole Soyinka. Financial experts identify empowering entrepreneurs as strategies for growth in Nigeria. Good evening, you are welcome to NTA Ijebu-Ode News at 7. I am Titi Layoke. Thanks for staying tuned with us. Now the news in details. For a practical idea of behind-the-scenes look in the broadcasting house, the pupils of Cathedral Church of Our Saviour Junior School, Ejimi Road, Ijebu-Ode, have explored NTA Ijebu-Ode. Zeno Bokbeni reports that the pupils were excited with first-hand learning experience gathered at the end of the educational trip. The report.
Led by their tutors, pupils of Cathedral Church of Our Saviour Junior School, Ejimi Road, arrival station as well explained their functions.
The community center is headed by who?
The
zonal center is headed by who? By the zonal director. The national headquarters.
Thereafter, the pupils were taken to engineering department where engineer Tope Ajayi explained to them what transpired in the department and how the operations go.
This control room, we usually add two things together. We usually add what?
Two things together.
Number one of it is audio. Number one is what?
Audio.
As they explored the station, some of the pupils couldn't contain their excitement as they eagerly shared their experiences.
I've learned so far that we have the studio where we make our programs that we want to present.
They said the news department, the person who cast the news is a newscaster.
A tutor of the school, Mrs. Shunamite, said the trip is a worthwhile experience and exposure beyond the classroom. She acknowledged the valuable learning that occurred through such experiences.
This has exposed and added more to the knowledge of these children, and to the school, I believe it's a plus for them because it's going to help us expose the school also to the world that the school is not always all about money, but it's about the children and the development of the children.
In Ijebu-Ode, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
The Alake and Paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, is recommending that the federal government adopt the 13th of July every year as Wole Soyinka Day in appreciation of the contributions of the 1986 Nobel laureates. This was at a media briefing in Abeokuta. Akem Jimo reports.
While enumerating the immeasurable contributions of Professor Wole Soyinka to Nigeria as a living legend and the first African to be honored with the prestigious prize of Nobel laureate in literature, the Alake and Paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, acknowledges that the literary icon is worthy to be celebrated at 90. For the monarch, all is therefore set for Egbaland to celebrate the literary giant at the June 12th Cultural Center, Kuto, Abeokuta, on Friday 12th and Saturday 13th July 2024, with a number of activities lined up.
Somebody who has placed literature, poetry, drama on the world map, coming from Africa. It is worth celebrating. We're asking that this be adopted by the federal government and that GCOF be conferred on Professor Wole Soyinka.
Oba Gbadebo believes that the commitment of the poet, come novelist, to justice and equity as a human rights activist, as well as passion for cultural reawakening, are true testaments of who he is.
A quintessential essayist, teacher, actor, hunter, human rights and political activist, anti-corruption statesman.
22 months incarcerated, just in one single cell, deprived of freedom, deprived of his book, somebody who is a bookworm. How? And then he still maintained his mental state. I mean, it's deep.
The theme of the forthcoming 90th birthday celebration of Professor Wole Soyinka is defiance and creativity, a celebration of Soyinka's artistic ingenuity and impact on Nigeria, Africa, and the entire world. In Abeokuta, Hakeem Jimoh, NTA News.
Micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs developers are advocating enhanced skills and knowledge to strengthen the confidence of entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Oluseye Adiagbo reports that this is towards achieving an innovative subsector that can adequately contribute to national economic growth. They were on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, where efforts at empowering entrepreneurs in Nigeria as well as strategies for growth were discussed. The reports.
I was strategic about what I wanted, and I made sure that everything I do is proudly Nigerian.
Koforola Awoyera, a winner of the National SMEs Award, counting against, but only few of our colleagues can share the same story. In the submission of Collins Nwozu, who is guiding restructuring and positioning of over 3,000 small businesses as global brands, 9 out of every 10 Nigerians who ventures into entrepreneurial activities drop out, but also mentions that there are ongoing programs to tackle the numerous challenges hindering progress.
NEPC is helping us to mobilize MSMEs in that area within the states that are operating within those product lines. So we're going to take them through a sustainability program.
So we have a facility where we bring in all those regulators to see how they can approve or certify some of all these products by MSME so that they can easily export.
Tola Adekunle Johnson, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Job Creation and SMEs, Office of the Vice President, explained that there are current policies and interventions of government intended to ensure SMEs get the desired results, but insist that people participating in the subsector must be responsive.
Just as you have expectations of government, there are basic expectations of an SME as well. You run a business for close to 3, 4, 5 years, and that business is not registered, yet you need government support. That is more likely not going to happen if you are not captured by SMEDAN or CAC.
For the guest, despite Nigeria's numerical strength, as well as many empowerment initiatives to make businesses thrive, priority must be set on attaining standards and other sustainability plans. In Abuja, Oluseye Adiagbo, NTA News.
Following intense technical sessions on moves to representation to gender bills by the 10th Assembly, adoptable recommendations have been made to fast-track consideration for passage. Elizabeth Omori reports on the outcome of the two-day event. The report.
Recommendations to drive legislative responses to reposition the two gender bills, HB 191 Bill to amend Sexual Offences Act Amendment Bill and HB 342 Bill for an Act to establish the National Council for Public Assistance to Widows, Dependent Children and Orphans have been drawn by key actors in human rights affairs.
We will no longer use the name National Council for Widows and Orphans and Vulnerable Children, but we will now change it a National Agency for Widowhood, Orphans and Vulnerable Children Assistance in Nigeria.
Local communities, a lot goes on there. So for us to have an agency that can look into this, it's truly a welcome idea.
Deliberations also centered on review of the Sexual Offences Act Amendment Bill with proposition to some innovative provisions of the Act to be moved to ongoing review of the VAP Act.
The Act covers a lot of provisions on disability rights and child rights, and so we also agreed that those provisions be used as an advocacy messaging.
Meanwhile, at the day one of the roundtable, Speaker of the House of Representatives, in his message to participants, assures of swift responses for passage of the bills.
and ready to take the necessary legislative actions for them. Together, we can create a not just equitable and compassionate society for all.
It is expected that when these bills are reconsidered, offences against widows are prosecuted and a more gender-inclusive society is built. Elizabeth Omori.
In attaining a significant step forward in the fight for disability rights in Nigeria, the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONA PWD, has brought together advocates and organizations in a united effort to amplify their voices and advance their rights with a shared commitment to empowerment and equality. This collective force is poised to drive meaningful change and improve the lives of persons with disabilities in Nigeria. The report.
Gufan Shaji Ugwanyi reports that Joint National Disability Rights and Disability Rights Advocacy Fund. This meeting brought together guarantees to share lessons, leverage each other's strength, and forge partnerships.
The majority of out-of-school children will either be children with disability or children of person with disability. So we really want to focus on the education of person with disability and the children with disability and children of person with disability.
DRF gave us grants to advocate the needs for the recognition of Nigerian Sign Language is having a positive result now.
The office of the SSA applauds the DRF for the milestone and for their contributions to the development of disability rights, disability movement in Nigeria and indeed across Africa.
So the idea of this convening is to also identify other unutilized opportunities for advocacy, because efforts are being directed on one place. We have a lot of national focus, but the rural areas and also the regional opportunities are not being utilized. So we want to expose our grantees to these opportunities so that they can also take advantage of those spaces to advance disability rights.
By amplifying their voices and collective power, the disability community is poised to drive meaningful change, challenging stereotypes and sparking a cultural transformation that values diversity and inclusion.
There is a need to regulate the activities of civil society organizations that use the Freedoms of Information Act to harass, intimidate, and siphon resources from public offices. This was contained in a message by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, to a training for communication managers on the role of the Official Secrets Act in maintaining confidentiality and national security. Aman Jabani reports.
Aim at empowering communication managers on their roles of maintaining confidentiality and national security under the Official Secret Act. The forum also aimed at strengthening national unity through effective communication in public service and to leverage social media for effective governance in line with President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda on improved governance for effective service delivery. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, represented, observed, government is determined to uphold the principle of truthful communication as misinformation and disinformation affect national development.
Government has made great strides in communicating its approved policies and programs implementation with the public, with a conscious effort to complement with the improved internal communication to inform and mobilize public servants.
Director General, Bureau of Public Service Reform, on his part observed that in today's environment, communication channels and platforms are highly fragmented and government cannot afford to be reactive, but lead in communication landscape to prevent misinformation and ensure that citizens are abreast with objectives and benefits of government policies and programs.
The role of communication managers is crucial in maintaining the integrity of information dissemination and ensuring effective communication within and outside government entities.
President, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Ike Nialeaku, and other communication experts are of the opinion that a good reputation is priceless and valued, while strategic communication plays a vital role for national building.
Communicators should be on the table where issues are being discussed, so that you can understand what led to the policies, what led to the decisions that we are taking, and then you communicate effectively in a manner that shows that you have a full grasp of the issues.
Understanding and adhering to these acts is essential for maintaining the integrity of our institutions and protecting the nation's interests.
So a good image is built carefully, delicately, block by block. And when it crashes down, that is the risk there is.
Participants were drawn from all MDAs. Hamman Jabani, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA Djibouti News at 7. We'll be right back after the break.
I'll call you on normal now, okay?
Gotta go now.
Okay, why don't you hang up?
No, you hang up.
You're the one who's gonna eat now. You need to hang up now.
No, I dare you to hang up.
You want me to hang up?
You really need to hang up now.
No, you hang up, you hang up.
No, you hang up. I have to go.
You really want me to hang up?
Let's switch to a video call so I can see your face.
Fine.
Now you can hang up. Hang up, Joe.
Make your nights memorable with Glow Night Data Bundle. Dial *312# to start.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
Yeah, welcome back. All works and no play makes Jack a dull boy. The popular college came to frost as Prudent Standard Classic School Idotun Quarters, Itamarun, Ijebu-Mushin, Ogun State called out parents, friends and guests to witness the maiden edition of the school's inter-house sports competition. Zainab Okpeniyeri was at the Muslim school field venue of the event and brings back the details.
Students and the pupils were in an all-time high spirit as their school, Prudent Standards Classic School, called them out on the four walls of the classroom to the field for an inter-house sport competition. With enthusiasm, the students and the pupils in their colorful sportswears and designed costumes with determination to display to their parents and invited guests the sporting endowments and training received from their tutors. Beginning with the march past, the athletes moved to the field with high sporting spirit, displayed their God-given talents in the day's activities. Other activities such as invited schools relay race, parents and teachers days, and dancing competition also featured in the event. At the end of the event, Iliade's house in green color emerged overall winner, and obtaining honors house in yellow color came second, while Balogun Adebanwo's house in pink color emerged third, and trophies and gifts presented.
When we got the trophy, I felt like it was right for us because we really worked hard in getting that trophy. And it was so easy in the sports or the activities for us because most of us are really young ones among them.
I'm so excited, I'm so glad, I'm so happy because I didn't think we can take second position. They have already said that we are the fourth position, even though I'm already proud that this is Ojogo, but last, we take second position.
Earlier, the school's proprietor, Sheson Nonsoya, in his welcome address, harps on the importance of sporting activities and its necessity for the overall development of the society.
what we observed formally was that most of our people, they don't encourage extracurricular activities like the sports in the school. But it's as if we are enforcing them. But this event will have encouraged them now, and by the time I go to the next one, they will be encouraged to partake in it better.
Other guests described the impact of the school on the students and pupils as all-round development.
We are seeing a knowledge gap in this environment. We observe that there are still some students or people that cannot read and write. And we are just about less than 5 years now, and the result we've been getting has been tremendous. We're interested to know that pupils of age 3, 4 in our school, they can read.
I will first appreciate our parents because they really contribute when it comes to financially and other support. Yes, they really commit, at least let me say 100% commitment.
The theme of the fourth inter-house sports competition was Together We Move. In Ijebu-Ode, Zainab Okpeni, NTA News.
And that does it on the news for tonight. Till we meet next time, I am Titi Layoke. Thanks for staying to Reuters. Good night.